Alright, before I get into anything, I want to say something really quick because I know that my last video about a potential delay really upset some of you, and honestly, that was never my intention. I wasn't trying to clickbait anybody or stir unnecessary panic, alright? I just wanted to lay out some honest possibilities and let people draw their own conclusions. So this video is kind of my way of making up for that because today I actually want to really dig into why I think GTA 6's marketing is happening the way that it is. And I think I actually have a pretty solid theory for you. So I hear a lot of people telling me that this is just how Rockstar has always operated, and that this is basically completely normal for them, and that there's nothing really weird happening with the marketing at all. And honestly, I used to kind of agree with that take until I actually looked into when Trailer 3 dropped for both the GTA 5 and Red Dead 2, which were the two most recent Rockstar releases we actually have data on. And it actually turns out that GTA 6 is breaking that pattern in a pretty noticeable way. For GTA 5, the third trailer, which was the Michael, Franklin, and Trevor character reveal, they dropped about 4.5 months before the game actually released. And as of right now, when I'm recording this video, that we are about a little less than 4 months away from GTA 6 with still no sign of Trailer 3 anywhere. Now, if you go back and look at Red Dead 2, which is even more recent than GTA 5, their third trailer came out 5.5 months before the game release. So the argument that this is just business as usual for Rockstar, it really doesn't hold up when you actually look at those timelines side by side. So they really did break their own pattern that they had. And so that leaves us with the real question: why would Rockstar deliberately wait this long? And I think that I have the answer that really does make a lot of sense, at least to me. I think Rockstar fully understands that we're living in a completely different world than we were in 2018 when Red Dead 2 came out. We are now living in a full post-TikTok world where people's attention spans have gotten drastically shorter. And I think every major company is factoring that into how they approach marketing, not just Rockstar. But when you do look at Rockstar, I think it's even more important in this regard, because when you're handling something as massive as GTA 6, you have to have a different approach. And the reason being is because GTA 6 is not just going to be a video game launch the way that we've seen it for all of our lives. This is going to be a full-blown worldwide event. And when you're planning something on such a scale that ends up being a world event, you want to build anticipation as close to the actual moments as humanly possible. If they had started marketing 6 or even 7 months out, think about how much time that would actually give people to pick the game apart, or even get bored with the material, or just simply move on to something else entirely. It would honestly just, for a lot of people, burn through their excitement long before the launch day even arrives. So, with the attention spans being what they are right now, I feel like that was a serious risk that Rockstar had to consider, as crazy as that sounds. So my personal guess is that we're probably going to see something like Trailer 3 sometime in August, giving us roughly about 3 months of build-up before the launch, instead of the usual 4.5 or maybe 5.5 months that we had previously. And I do think that that is completely intentional, like I already said, because when people are like genuinely excited about something, they don't want to sit around and wait for months. They want to basically get their hands on it as fast as possible. And the shorter window means that there's less time for people to even doubt, or for people to dissect every single detail and eventually turn it all to hate. So, in my opinion, it's actually going to let the hype build much more naturally and sustain itself for until the game actually does arrive. Now, do I personally agree with this approach? Honestly, not really. I mean, as a fan, I would have really loved for a longer and more fleshed out marketing cycle where we as the community can actually sit with the game and really talk about it, create theories, and build excitement based off of the information and little things that we can find. Like, I wanted it to be the way that it used to be, but I can clearly see the logic behind what Rockstar is doing here. And they really do seem to be optimizing for global mass appeal. And they want to get people as excited as possible in the shortest window, and then getting the game directly into their hands before the excitement has any chance to fade. Now, there's also a really cool theory that I want to just throw in here because I feel like it really will tie into the marketing, and I also haven't really seen lots of people mention this. But I think there's a chance that Rockstar might really lean into social media itself as actual marketing, instead of just the normal trailers that we've seen, like with the Michael Franklin Trevor stuff that they had for GTA 5. So imagine if they released a series of in-world viral clips, or maybe even like fake TikToks or fake live stream stuff like that, you know, things that we saw in trailer 1 that would be inside of the world of GTA 6, and it would like slowly reveal more and more about the game and the world and characters through the lens of that instead of a traditional trailer format. And I really do think that that could actually be a really genius move, because I know that a lot of people are still very skeptical about the whole social media mechanic being a part of the game. But if Rockstar uses that mechanic as actual marketing and drip feeding us little viral clips from inside of the game world between trailers, I think that it could get people very curious and invested in how that system is actually going to work before they even get their hands on the game. And remember, trailer 1 did have plenty of these fake social media clips in it, so it wouldn't really be a huge stretch from what we've already seen Rockstar show us. So that's my theory. You know, I think that this is a deliberate strategy that's being built entirely around attention spans and maximizing hype in the shortest possible window. Not just Rockstar basically trolling us, which is what a lot of people, and myself included, kind of thought for a little while. I really do think that everything that that studio does is calculated and intentional. Nothing about their marketing is by accident. So let me know down in the comments, do you agree with the shorter attention spans driving this decision? Or do you think that something else is going on that maybe I'm missing? I really want to hear what you guys think. I also live stream every night at 12:30 Eastern time if you guys want to come and hang out and talk GTA 6. And we do have a Discord, and the link is in the description if you want a community to join. But anyways, like I always say, stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you in Vice City.